I'm gonna demonstrate how to create a seed at writingpeople.net. There's a button over on the right sidebar that looks like a hand dropping a pellet into some dirt. What we're going to do is we're going to click on that, and it's going to open up the page where we can actually add a seed. There's a whole lot of instructions here. We're going to move on to step 2. It says title and marketing blurb. We're just going to go ahead and click on that. And we're just going to go ahead and add our working title here. And this is a story that I created probably about 4 or 5 months ago. Anyway, that's the title we're going to be using for this particular work, this seed. And I'm also going to put in a marketing blurb. And we're going to drop it in there. At this point, that's all you need to do in order to create a draft of your seed. So we're going to go ahead and save this seed by clicking this button right over here. It says save the seed as a draft, like that, and it is now saved. If we click on title and marketing blurb, you'll see that it's listed in here, and we can now go and create the actual seed. We're going to click on step 3, add your seed, storyline, and paste it into this box. Now you can see that there's some special tags, like over here. You see that the O is surrounded by a square bracketed tag that says RDC, and then after the O, it's a square bracketed S there. Those are special tags that are discussed if you click on the light bulb. This kind of discusses what these things are. The RDC is mentioned right here, and it's called red drop cap. And by seeing and doing these kind of tags around here, you'll get this kind of effect that you see up here at the top of this screen. That's a drop cap. Looks really nice. And there's also some other commands. The story's put in here. We're going to go ahead and save it off as a draft again. And I'll go back over to step 3. And I'm going to click on this particular button up here. When you actually show it on the read pages where people can come read it, it will look something like this. Okay, we're going to go to step 4. We're going to put some instructions up in here because we're going to tell those who want to follow and write based on this work. We're going to tell them how we would like things to be done. Doesn't mean they will. And then down here you're going to set the genre. You can choose from this list, like science fiction, or you can create your own, like I want to maybe do it science fiction and horror. We're going to look at step 6. Right now it's set to 0 and 0. If you leave it at 0 and 0, it means if you're the seed author, you don't care about the minimum number of words or the maximum number of words. You're just going to let them write as many as they want. Step 7, we're just going to go ahead and set this to short story and drop in a few keywords just so that we have a few keywords in there. I'm going to go to step 8, where there's an edit log that you can, just to demonstrate how it works, I'm just going to go ahead and add an edit log. I'm going to click on the clock over here. It'll drop a dated line for me. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and save this as a draft again. This is one last thing I want to demonstrate. If we go to Twig up here, this actually takes you back to the list where we started. Welcome to the members area. And you'll notice there's a bunch of stuff here. These are all fake stories. But I'm going to go ahead and go through the entire list. There's only 2 here, 2 lists. And you'll see that it's not here. Well, it isn't here. And the reason it's not here is because you've got it in draft form. It's not going to show up here yet. But if you go up to your stuff, your seeds, and look down your list, go to the next page, you'll see there it is, Frank Samuels, Maintenance Man. So if we go here, we can go back into the edit place. This is the edit back to where we were a minute ago when we were doing our work. We go to edit, and you could add another edit log item if you wanted to. Say, going to scoring. And then I'm going to go ahead and click on my scoring button, or my scoring item in this list, and then click on the save. So we get this in scoring now. So if you go back to Twig, but you can see it set to score. I mean, let's go into 19 ships and 39 airplanes. As you can see, in this story, this is actually a fake story, but you can see that my scorecard is here. I've already scored this thing. It's actually a fake story. We're just using this to test everything, but you can see I've scored it an 83. I can change this by moving this button, or I can comment on the story here, and I can also put in a notable passage. I found something in here that I thought was just brilliantly written. So now you can click on this button here to actually see the scorecard, which is off the screen. I can pull it over. You can see the different people who have actually scored this. Okay, I'm done.